All right, so here's the general tire tip for you this week. And it's one that I'm always going back and forth in trying to figure out which is the best situation. It's about picking the right line for fishing topwater. So whether you're fishing a gunfish or a Sammy or whatever it might be. Typically, if I have a choice, I love to fish 30-pound spider wire. The reason is because it casts super far, it's super smooth, but when you make a cast and you work on the rod tip, and I use my jerkbait rod as my topwater rod, but it doesn't take a lot of effort to make that bait walk and do whatever you want to do. So that part's super awesome. It's super responsive. You make the bait do exactly what you want to do without having to overwork it. The drawback to spider wire is there's no stretch. And so in certain times when you're close range target casting, then it's more beneficial to go to either like a 15 or 20 pound trilene big game or a monofilament. That's what most commonly I use, trilene big game. 20 pound is my go-to topwater line for a monofilament. Monofilament and spider wire both float. So you don't want a fluorocarbon because it'll pull the nose of the bait down, and that's bad. You want the line to float so your bait works better on the surface. But the monofilament has 30-35% stretch in it versus no stretch in spider wire. So what happens is if a fish comes up and grabs a bait and at close range, your reaction time is super fast. And with spider wire, and this has happened to me plenty of times, is I pull on the fish too quick and it'll rip the hooks out. So was where if you use monofilament, that fish grabs a bait, you set the hook, got a big rubber band, acts as a delayed reaction, and allows the fish to get the bait a little bit better. So target casting close range, monofilament I think is a better line. If you're making long distance cast and you're fishing, big gunfish or whatever, big Sammies, blazing them over top water, making super long cast, you're getting the rod tip up, spider wire tends to be a better line for that situation. So just keep it in mind. That's your two line choices typically is going to be spider wire or trilene big game. That's what I go with. So just think about it. If you're tight, close quarter fishing, go to monofilament. I think it'll help you land more fish. If you're bombing it out there, you're making a 150-foot cast, spider wire might help you be able to get a hook in the fish at the end of the cast. So hopefully that general tire tip will help you catch some more fish when you're going out topwater fishing.